Hello and welcome to your 47th SQL Server tutorial, or is it 48? I'm not sure. I know we're getting close to 50, which is quite a lot of tutorials. So anyways, today I want to talk to you about performing aggregations with groupings. So, let's see. Holistically aggregating the data within a result is probably not something you see in regular use all that often. Typically, the data is broken down or grouped into categories or segments such as year, territory, country, or salesperson, so on and so forth. Using the group by keyword, you can summarize the selected result set by one or more columns or expressions. To use groupings with a T-SQL query, you could start with a basic select statement ending with a group by clause. And the syntax I have right here is a real basic example. Now, any columns that are not used by an aggregation function that is listed in the select statement must be included in the group by clause. However, a column may be included in the group by clause, but not in the select statement. Okay, so now let's get rid of this. Let's check out an example of how to perform aggregations with the group by clause. So let's go copy this block of code right here. Copy that, go back to our query editor window, paste it in, go ahead and type all this in, and then go ahead and execute it, and you actually should see an error, okay? And I'll tell you why. Just a second. Alright, now, okay, that is not the error I was wanting to see, but I know why we are seeing it. It's right here. We're missing a comma. Little syntax typo. Now, the error I wanted to see. So if you read the error carefully, right here, scroll through it, it tells you, it's pretty self-explanatory, what's going wrong. We don't have the group by clause. That's what's going on right there. That's the problem. So now, if we just go ahead and grab the group by right here, and we go ahead and paste that to the very end of our block of code. Clean that up a bit. Execute that. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, so the results here, by including this group by clause with the name column from the shipping method table, the query was able to provide aggregations for each individual shipping method that was used. You can group by more than one column or expression. Okay, now let's add an expression that derives the year from the order date column in the purchase order header table. So to do that, let's go grab another block of code right here, this guy. Okay, make sure we got that. Control C. Right, get rid of that guy. Paste this guy in. Okay, great. This is exactly what I want to see. Now, the results show that by adding a second column to the group, you can even further aggregate the data. Now within each shipping method, the data is aggregated by year. So check it out, right? Pretty cool. We have the order year there. All right, so I've shown you how to perform aggregations with the group by clause, and just a little some background info that I was going to include in the last tutorial that I forgot to. I know a few tutorials back, actually probably several tutorials back, I said I was going to limit this more to hows and not so much whys. And I'm finding that, gosh, it's really, really helpful to include the why as well. So I'm kind of torn. It's like, in the interest of keeping it concise and short, I just want to do, you know, how, and you could find the whys elsewhere, but I guess it's just the knowledge in me wants to share with you. So, anyways, I'm going to keep this real brief. So, typically, when data is stored in a relational database, each row represents a single value. So, for example, in a sales database, you may record a row for each sale that a salesperson makes. Or in a banking database, you may record a row for each transaction that occurs on a customer's account. Regardless of the data that is stored, at some point the data will need to be aggregated in some way. In the sales example, you may want to see all the sales for each salesperson, while in the banking example, you may want to see the account balance for each customer. Using T-SQL syntax, you can aggregate the data with built-in aggregate scalar functions and group the data using the group by, which we just went over, the group by keyword to perform these operations. In addition to aggregating the data, you can use windowing functions, which I'll be getting into, to perform ranking operations over a set of rows. Windowing, which will, like I said, I'll be going over it in the next, maybe the next tutorial, I haven't decided, but very soon. It performs operations across a data set, typically in relation to the current row. So anyways, I meant to include that little tidbit in my last tutorial. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next tutorial. And yeah, in this next tutorial, I'll be covering using the halving clause.